Letterland, Letterland. There could be no better land for meeting a duck, a man with a hat, an orange or two, and a clever old cat. So let's go to Letterland, Letterland, Letterland. Walter Walrus Wetterland meets slithering Sam, a king who can kick, a quarrelsome queen, or make noisy Nick. So let's go to Letterland, let's go to Letterland today.
Hello everyone, I hope you're keeping warm. This week has gotten so cold. I've got my jacket on and I've got my blankie on my legs because it's really cold. Today we are doing Impy Inc. and Jumping Jim. Okay, super easy, lemon squeezy. Okay, you're gonna see. Okay, so for my little ones, if I have any little ones in Teacher Ashley's class who are watching, Impy Inc., you don't have to worry about her yet, but if you want to learn her actions already ahead of time, you are more than welcome to, because you're so clever. So for Impy Inc., if we look, can you see she's got a circle, a little dot on top of her head? So we're going to make our dot with our arms. Can you see I'm making a circle with my arms? I'm making a circle, okay? And then we just go E, 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 because that's Impy Inc's sound. Now I want you to be very careful because a lot of children, especially if they're not using their mouths properly, they can get confused between the E sound and the E sound. Now if we remember who says E, if I can try find him again, this one, this guy says E. He says because he's an elephant. That's right. Impy Inc. says E. E. Like when you see a mouse, you go E. Okay? So it's an E sound. Impy Inc. says E. And if we look at the big Impy Inc., what does that look like? It looks like a number 1 almost. Oh my word. That's what an Impy Inc. looks like. Yes. But the small one that you need to worry about is this one. This is Impy Inc. for Teacher Monique's class and Teacher Jamie's class. We're just going to worry about saying her sound. We don't have to worry about her name. So her sound is E. E. Remember, we're not saying E. E, you have to open your mouth a bit more. E. For E, we have to just go E. E instead of E. E, you have to open your mouth. E, it's a smaller sound. Okay, I'm going to read you the story of Impy Inc. Then we can look at her formation. Enjoy. Ink is interesting. Most of the words in books are printed with black ink, and the pictures are printed with lots of different colors of ink. Inside each ink bottle, there is usually only one color. But look at this ink bottle. Isn't it incredible? Meet Impy Inc. He is an incredible ink bottle. Ink is like colored water. So usually several colors in one bottle would get all mixed up and just look muddy. But Impy Inc. has all 7 colors of the rainbow inside him, and none of them get mixed up. Rainbow ink is Impy Inc.'s ingenious invention. insists it's impossible. It's incredible. That's why people often call him Incredible Impy Ink. Look at his incredible ink pen as well. It writes with rainbow ink. Wow, imagine having a pen that had all 7 colors of the rainbow. And can I give you a clue? There is a color of one of those colors of the rainbow that starts with an Impy ink sound. Let's see if you can find which color starts with the E sound. Okay, there is a color there that starts with the E sound. So when we are writing Impy ink for my big ones, remember our head, tummy, tails from our cat? Today I made my cat orange. I made an orange cat today. There we go. Pardon my drawing, it's not fantastic. So Impy ink, her line is just a straight line. See? Super easy peasy lemon squeezy. You start on one line and you just draw the line straight down to the other line. You see that I'm touching both lines? That's what your Impy ink must look like. Okay? Must touch both lines and you don't go over the line. But there's something very special about Impy ink that I told you on the first, before the story. Remember, she has a dot. Yes, she has a dot on top. Now, her dot doesn't go in the tummy line. Her dot goes in the head line. Okay, but she doesn't go all the way up to the top of the cat's head. No, she goes in the middle. Okay, so she's in the middle of the headline and it's just a line and a dot. So for Impy ink, you do have to lift your finger. It would be kind of hard to write her if you didn't lift your finger. But remember, we don't do the dot first. When you go to big school, your teachers are going to be looking at how you form your letters. So please always listen to how you form your letters correctly. Always start at the top, never at the bottom. You always start at the top, down, touch the line, lift your finger and dot. Okay, and can you see my dot is in the same line as this line? It's not over there or over there or over there or over there. It's just it's in the same space, just on top, just a tiny little face. Maybe even if you want to put a finger space to help you with your spacing, you can put a little finger space to help you with your formation. Okay, lovely. And for my little ones who don't have to worry about head, tummy, tails, all we have to know is how to write her, and she starts, sorry, it's a boy, he starts at the top and straight line, lift and dot. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Wasn't that so awesome? Yes, it is. And now, also Mr. Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy is Mr. J. And his name is Jumping Jim. Jumping Jim. Who can see? What does Impy Ink and Jumping Jim have that's the same? What do they have that's the same? They both have a dot. Very good. You are so clever. Who told you to be so clever? You wonderful child. So they both have a dot. But what does Jumping Jim have that Impy Ink doesn't have? Jumping Jim is longer and his legs go out. Can you see Impy Ink's legs? No. Impy Ink is just a short line. Jumping Jim is a long line. So they almost look the same. Let's read Jumping Jim's story and then we can work on his formation. Okay? Enjoy. Who is this jumping high in the air above Littleland? Jumping Jim lives in a jigsaw house, which he puts together himself. Can you guess why he chose to live in a jigsaw house? It because Jigsaw begins with his sound. Ask Jumping Jim what he enjoys most, and he will tell you jumping and juggling. Look at him juggling while he jumps. You can only ever see one of his juggling balls because the others are moving so fast. Jumping Jim can jump as high as a jet plane in the sky. Sometimes he jumps so high that his head is hidden in the clouds. Oh my word, can you jump that high that you jump all the way into the sky? I can't. Not even if I use the trampoline. That is very, very high. Now, can you see that's him jumping all the way up into the sky that you can't even see his head anymore. Oh my word. That's the big J. That's the small J. Now for my little ones and whoever needs to remember an action for Jumping Jim. Remember with Impy Ink, we had a circle because she has a circle. So we make a circle, and now Jumping Jim also has a dot. He also has a circle, not on his head, but he's got a circle. So I want you to remember that he's got a circle, that he's got a dot. So you carry on and you still make the circle with Jumping Jim, but what does Jumping Jim love to do that he does so high? He jumps. So we have to jump when we make his sound, okay? So we've got our circle and we jump like this. J, 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 j. Yes. So now say with me, it's not a k sound, it's a j sound. I don't want your tongue to come out of your teeth. No. Hide your tongue away. Does not belong right here in Jumping Jim's sound. It's a j sound. Okay, so I want you to remember to tuck in your tongue, and you don't use your back tongue, you don't use your throat, you use the front of your mouth. J. Good job. Good job. Okay, so for my little ones, you start at the top, down a long line and curl by his feet. Yes, his feet are jumping. They're off the ground. Curl, then lift your finger and a dot. Okay, for my big ones who need to remember head, tummy, tails, same thing. What is different? If you look at both of them, what is different? They both have a dot, so that's the same. They both have a line in the tummy, so that's the same, but something is different. Well done. You are super, super smart. Jumping Jim has a tail. And do you know that Jumping Jim is the only one that uses all 3 lines when he's small? Yes, he's the only one who uses all 3 lines because he uses the head line for his dot, the tummy line for his body, and he uses the tail line for his feet. How clever is Jumping Jim? He uses all 3 lines, but he doesn't use them in the right order. No, we always start at the tummy line. We don't start there. We start at the tummy line, down tummy line, past the tummy line, down into tail, and flick your tail like your cat. Okay? And remember, your tail always flicks the same way your cat's tail flicks. It doesn't flick in the other direction. Okay? So whichever way your cat's tail flicks, and remember, if you are doing head, tummy, tails, please ask mom and dad to check that the tail is flicking in the right direction, which is to the left. Okay, to the left. left. Sorry, that's my left. This is your left. So to the left. Okay. And so if you are doing head, tummy, tails, make sure that it's this way. And moms and dads, if you are doing head, tummy, tails, please remember that when you draw your cat's tail, it has to flick to the left so that your little ones can remember when they are doing their tail line that they have to follow the same direction. We start at the top of the tummy line, down all the way, tummy, tummy, tail line, flick in the same way, then lift your Koki or your pencil and do your dot. And remember, your dot's not all the way, remember your dot is not all the way up here. No, we're not doing it all the way up there. It's halfway. Okay, it's like where his nose would be. Okay, that's where your dot is. If you want to draw a nose to help you, you can go ahead and draw your nose, your cat nose. That's fine. Okay, so that's your formation and your pronunciation. Impy ink sound is the I sound. Okay, not the E sound. Jumping Jim, there's no G or K sounds. It's not back sounds. They are forward sounds, and they're happening it's happening in the front of your mouth, just without your tongue. Okay, so it's a J sound. Good, well done. Very good. I want you to practice your formations just like the other ones all over. But now, at the end of this video, I've got a F, G, H, I, and J slides for you to find all of those wonderful letters inside those words. Go back into the pictures because there are lots of things inside those pictures that start with the I and start with the J, and see how many you can find. And then for my big ones, if you can try write some phonetically correct words for your I and your J, that would be amazing. And then I will see you again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow the weather will be warmer. Okay, then tomorrow I'll be back with another 2. Then by the end of this week, we will be finished with all the letters that you have learned in term 1. Because guess what? Next week, term 2 starts. So then your teachers will be sending you videos on learning the new letters. Now, you can also play the game of what your name would start with if it started with the I, or if it started with the J. So you can play that game at home as well. And I'll see you tomorrow. I love you so much, my babies.